Just when you thought personal finance couldn't get any more challenging, it can get a bit complicated if you're thinking of starting a family. The beginning of a marriage is a really wonderful time. However, balancing everything and ensuring your family's finances are in order can be really tough. I mean, who has the time to do it all, right? It'll require you and your partner have to approach your finances a little differently than you did in your single years, when you didn't pay any attention at all probably. And add in that money management can be a difficult subject to discuss. If not handled properly, it could even affect your relationship. But it doesn't have to be a time-consuming or difficult process, nor should it be. In today's video, I'd like to walk you through 4 basic steps to take first to help set your post-marriage finances on the right track. New thinking, new finance. Welcome to Legend Finance Academy, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Family finances include all the income, living expenses, spending habits, and financial accounts related to maintaining a successful and comfortable family household. In order to better your family's finances, you want to ensure to have specific goals and plans in place to create a solid financial environment for your loved one, and even a child. First things first, both of you guys, please talk. Yes, communicate with each other. Don't skip this part, guys. You're gonna have to talk about this stuff, and you boneheads don't do enough of it. You just make assumptions. Finances by far is one of the most argued about topics in modern marriages. So, get ahead of the problem, talk with each other. I think with pretty much anything in life, communication is a major component for success. This certainly includes your relationships, financial goals, your family's finances. Proper communication just starts by sitting down and coming up with a little financial plan that you can both agree to. People can get really funny about money, bills, and anything finance related. But here's the thing, there will always be a middle ground that works for both of you. I know the thumbnail of this video includes easy, and communication might be one of the hardest things to do at first. But once you get started, you have my word, it'll become easier, and you'll find immediate impacts on your current and future finances. Budget like a family. Yeah, budgeting, you either love or hate it when looking at your expenses, major debts, income, etc. Personally, I'm not a fan of budgets, but I do have a basic one created. Yet, for families, creating a budget and being on the same page is crucial to better family financial health. You'll want to work with your spouse on the numbers, keep expenses low, and truly understand where your money goes every week, month, and year. There is nothing wrong with enjoying and spending money if you are taking care of your finances and have a plan in place. But a budget helps guide you and your family to make better decisions regarding money. It also may appear like budgeting will take a lot of time, but it really doesn't. In fact, if you can dedicate 1 hour a week in the beginning stages, you'll be in a fantastic position. As usual, you can find the link of the spreadsheet I've been using in the description. Hope that will help you get organized. Third, maintain control of your finances. Rich or poor, lack of control over your money is the quickest way to bankruptcy and financial chaos. Financial chaos is what happens to most of us. Just ask any former millionaire sports star what happens if you lose control and don't pay attention. Before you even start thinking about growing a family, my thought is that it's probably best to stop living paycheck to paycheck, as many of us do when we're young. Start saving a buffer. Start putting a little money away for yourself first, and even just a little money put aside early on can make all the difference down the road, and particularly the discipline of doing it. But there's a huge difference between handling the finances as an individual and as a couple. Are you going to merge both of your accounts together into one joint account? Or just keep them separate? Of course, I hope your relationship survives the discussion, cause it could be a little bumpy. You may want to have only one joint account. You may want to maintain completely separate accounts. Or you may want to have both a joint account for paying the bills and the necessities, as well as separate accounts that the two of you can use to purchase things like handbags or the latest game console.
그래? 꼭 게임기 같은데. 와, 아빠 플스 샀어? 플스?
플스 샀지. 예, 플스죠. 저게 모델명이 플스예요. 플래시 스피드.
By no means I can figure this out for you. It's ultimately up to the two of you to find out which way works best. Furthermore, money management is not only about savings. It's more about investing. Even if you do decide to merge your bank accounts, deciding whether to merge your investment portfolios is an entirely different decision. Investing is a very personal thing. As we've mentioned before, Investing Rule 101. you should only be guided by your own individual values. Good investing comes down to choosing investments that have meaning individually to you and reflect the values you hold close to your heart. So, you might consider keeping your investment accounts separate. Managing money and making investment decisions as a couple can sometimes be challenging if you have different financial goals and different ideas about how to achieve them. You'll have to keep diversification in mind as a couple to ensure that your portfolios include the right mix of assets to meet your goals without exposing any of you to an uncomfortable risk level. Generally, the types of investments you should consider include 1. Bonds. 2. Mutual funds. 3. Exchange-traded funds. 4. Individual stocks. If you can work well together, flipping real estate may be something to consider. Investing in a real estate investment trust (REIT) is another option, as are things such as cryptocurrency or precious metals. Remember, it all comes down to what you can agree on, what can help you meet your investment goals, and how much risk you and your partner want to take on. 4th, get insurance. Well, no one likes to pay insurance premiums, and insurance companies can be very difficult sometimes when paying claims. Having a family without sufficient insurance is a real recipe for catastrophe. What if something unexpected happens, like an untimely death, and your income is gone? How would that affect your family's finances and future? It's a tough topic to think about, but you know it's important to take steps now to ensure your family's financial future is protected if the unexpected happen. The most common types are permanent and term life insurance. Permanent policies typically have two components: cash value accumulation and death benefit. A permanent policy is designed to be kept for a lifetime. With permanent life insurance, you may pay slightly higher premiums compared to a term policy, but you're earning cash value with your premium dollars and you have coverage for life. A term life insurance policy provides a death benefit if the insured one died during a specified period. Because term insurance is designed to be kept for a shorter amount of time, it's one of the most affordable life insurance options. However, unlike permanent policies, there is no cash value, but you may have the option to convert your term policy to a permanent policy in the future. The cost of any life insurance policy is dictated by a number of personal factors, including the insured's age, health, gender, location, medical history, family history, and the level of coverage desired. As a percentage of income, a common rule of thumb is at least 6% of your gross income should go to life insurance, plus 1% for each dependent. I think it's a pretty good deal to feel more peace of mind that your family wouldn't struggle financially if something were to happen to you. As you go from single to growing a family, finances are increasingly a primary topic and a major part of life, not even mentioning the grand project of having a baby. There's no way I can cover it in one video. Being a spouse and even a parent is incredibly rewarding in many ways, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility, which in other words, stress. Financial pressure is the one headache you don't have to add to the mix. So, do yourself and your family a favor by planning carefully, sticking to a budget, investing early and often, and put into place the insurance you need. Your family's gonna thank you for it. So, are you gonna keep your investing accounts separate, or you do invest together? Leave a comment below with your answer, and I'll be sure to follow up with you. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video and you think it was valuable, subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends or anybody else who might benefit from it. See you next time.